Hi everybody, Wayne Davies from Spectrum Economics here, and today I've got another results post for you for my buying and selling game. Sad to say, this is going to be the last buying and selling game for a little while. Hasn't been quite as popular as I'd hoped, so you know, when things start to pick up on Steemit, I'd like to reintroduce this contest again, and hopefully it will, pick up a little bit more steam. But then again, on a positive note though, thanks to Sweet SSJ, or Sandia as I like to call her, or Sweet as some people call her, I've actually managed to up the prizes for this last contest. So initially I was offering 5 SBD to the winner, so now it's gone up to 15 SBD, so the winner is going to get 10 SBD, and second place is going to get 5 SBD, right? Yes, 5 SBD. So I changed that. I think it must have been about a day or so before the payout. So, you guys are entered. I think there's only 13 of you. So, 2 of you is going to come away with something not too bad. 10 and a 5, so it's not bad. And I also upvoted all the entries. So it's 13 entries. All of you got a small upvote on top of that as well. So, just take that as a bit of a bonus. So anyway, for those of you watching this video and not familiar with this game, just here's just a quick recap of what's happened. So basically, the buying and selling game, you're given, in this case, I think we've got cities, 5 cities, and 6 goods, or we're looking at instruments, musical instruments. And you've got the prices in those 5 cities of those 6 instruments. So what you have to do is you've got to pick a city, you pick an instrument, and then with the money that's given to you, you buy any number of instruments that you like, basically. And then what you do at the end of it is these instruments are automatically sold in a city of your choosing, but you don't know the price of these instruments in the cities at the beginning of the contest. Instead, what you're giving is a minimum, a maximum, and a mode price. And that is determined through a triangle distribution, and that's what I'm going to be using today in this model. So this triangle distribution is going to be used to actually generate the results and the prices, and these prices will determine our winners. So it all sounds exciting, so I'm going to get into the tool now, and we're going to see who's won. Alright, here we go. So what I've got here, this is a French horn and a violin. So, I change things around a little bit each time for the contest, just to make them a little bit different. So let's get into this. Let's start playing. Here we go, play. Alright, so here is our first town, our first city, Bleak City. And here we have the goods and the musical instruments in this case. We've got a tuba, piano, guitar, violin, glockenspiel, and trumpet. And we've got our minimum, maximum, and we got a mode price. And we got these prices to 2 decimal places. Made them all to 2. Probably some of the other ones I probably didn't need to. But anyway, I've kept it at 2 for this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test the model to make sure it is actually operating correctly. I think before I do that, I need to, that's right, change this to manual. There we are, so manual calculations, otherwise it will constantly calculate all the time and it won't work properly. So anyway, so now we've got this on manual, let's just do a quick test. Here we go, calculate. Do these numbers look reasonable? So the price should fall between the minimum and the maximum. And so far it looks like that is the case, doesn't it, for all these? We have one more go. Nice. And yep, all looking fairly good. Alright, so this calculation, I pretty much do it on the 3rd one. If you see my other ones, on the 3rd round I pretty much hit the calculate button and these are the results that I'm finalizing. So I run about 2 tests per city. So here we go. Alrighty. That's what we got. Let's move on to our next city. This is Giant City. Yeah. So same thing, same goods, same musical instruments, same thing with the minimum, maximum, mode price, and also to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to run my first test. Here we go. How are those prices looking? They look okay from what I'm gathering. Nice, 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 nice. These numbers should more or less be fairly close to the mode, normally. The central tendency would be somewhere around there. Again, they can go anywhere between the minimum and the maximum, but generally you'd be expecting something closer to the middle, to the mode. Right. all these numbers here. You can see this one, the violin, wow, minimum is 20, so something a bit funky there why the price would be so low, but you know, this is all a game. Just a bit of understanding of probability helps, so you know, expect you could make a loss if you're selling your violin here. Alright, that looks good. This will be our final calculation, and these prices will be the final prices for the contest. Let's head over to Town 3. Alright, City 3. Sorry, this is Greener City. Same musical instruments again. Same thing, minimum, maximum mode. And I'm going to run my first test. Look at that. How does that look? It looks like it's fine. I can't see anything. Look at that guitar. You're pretty certain that you're going to get about 105. You're selling it here. The violin, yet not much a tighter distribution. Looks like it's a lot more certainty at this Greener City place, doesn't it? Let's do one more calculation test. Okay, how's this all looking? Looking okay. Looking okay, yep. Looks like the sheet is operating fine. I always like to run these tests because you never know, something could go wrong, and make sure that it's as fair as possible. With Excel, potentially lots of stuff can happen with the, you know, the calculation and stuff like that. So, alright. What are we up to now? Okay, so let's calculate one more time. Make sure it's all functioning. I think I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. Okay, so this one now will be the final one, and these results are going to be for the contest. Alright, let's now move on to our fourth city. Vibe City. Get a good vibe out of this, eh? Same thing again, minimum, maximum mode, and the same 6 goods, 6 instruments. So, test number 1, how's that looking? Spreadsheet looks to be operating fine. I don't see anything strange. Nope, that's looking good. It's looking good. One more. Okay, yep, I don't seem to see any problems here. Looks like it's operating okay. So let's calculate this one now, and this will be our final. This will go into the final results. Alright, on to our final city now. Classy City. How's this place look? Here we go, we got these prices here, all these distributions. Looks like it's more of a tighter distribution we have here. Let's run our first test. How's this looking? Looking not bad, not bad. This one is... Look at that, the minimum and the mode for violin is the same. It's interesting. It's possible. You got a right angle triangle, but... so, yeah, that is still possible. So, we should see the numbers in the lower 80s rather than the closer to 90 with that. And everything else looks like it's logical. Let's do one more test. There we go. You see the violin in the low 80s again still, so that's somewhat what you'd expect with a triangle distribution, given that the mode and the minimum are the same. Yeah, I don't think I see anything wrong here. So calculate for the final time, and these will go to our results post. Here we go. Here we are. So now we're on our final page. So this is just a quick recap of the initial prices that are in the post, in the contest post. As you can see here, it's just one price for all these instruments at the various cities. Item is just the unit is just one item of it. So you know, we've had other things like we've had vegetables and stuff that's been by per kilogram, and we've had things based on per ton and coal and other stuff that's been sold. This time with instruments, so it's just per item. Keep it simple. Alright, so let's now get our day 7 prices. The prices you see here are not correct at this point. So this is where the spreadsheet will now do a copy and paste of the calculated values from the other sheets. So here we go. Boom. Let's do one more click. Has nothing changed? Make sure that there's no functioning errors anywhere. Nope, I clicked it a few times. One of the other contests I had to run several videos because this wasn't functioning right. I think it's what I showed you just now. I had it on auto calculation. Alright, so here we go. So let's just take a look here at our lowest prices. So we have the tuba at Giant City, piano Greener City, we got guitar Classy City, violin Classy City, glockenspiel is at Bleak City, and we have the trumpet at Giant City. So you can see the prices there. So ideally you're going to want to buy these musical instruments from these cities here because you want to get it at the lowest price. So that part you know. The difficult part is the selling part and selling it at the highest price, which we don't actually know. So this is what the sheet here has. once and it just came up. Okay, sorted that out. This is the thing, sometimes the recording cuts, so I think it's operating okay again now. A quick click of the button. Right, okay, so where was I now? So what were the highest prices? So for the tuba, it was Giant City at $991.16. Piano was Classy City at $4,132. Guitar, 114 Bleak City. Violin, also Bleak City at $89. Glockenspiel was Classy City, and trumpet was Greener City at $408. And it looks like if you bought your guitar from Classy City and sold it at Bleak City, you could be the winner. At this point in time, I'm not sure if anyone chose that option. Another possibility would be if you bought the tuba from Giant City and sold it at Giant City. Well, that's an interesting one, isn't it? You buy it and sell from the same city. How's that possible? It could be because there's some wide fluctuation in prices. You didn't actually even need to go anywhere. There's a bit of irony in that if you actually selected that option. I don't recall anyone choosing that though. But anyway, just for a bit of fun. Alright, so that takes us now to the end of this contest. So I'm going to complete the post and I'm going to announce the winners in that post. So thank you guys for participating. Hopefully I can bring this contest back to you fairly soon. I might make a few little tweaks to it, make a few things different to it. You know, you guys can give me some feedback if you've got some ideas. I kind of like the idea because I feel like there's an element of skill and luck involved, because you need to know about probability and statistics, and that would be your skill element, and also economics as well helps in terms of buying and selling. And also you got the risk factors in the sense that you got these distributions and effectively various combinations that could actually win, though some combinations have got a much higher probability than others. So anyway, thanks for that, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I'm going to have a lot more content still to come. May not necessarily be contests. Like I said, this is the end of this contest for now, but I'm going to have a lot more on economics. And I've also been working on some Steemit related posts and the application of economics to understanding how Steam works and how effectively, you know, things can be done, possibly could be done a little bit differently to actually improve how it works. So anyway, thank you for that, and hopefully you guys will be watching a few more of my videos soon. So see you later.